So when we look at it, I mean, at this point, and especially since you've already told us that you want to get help,
Yes.
It's going to be absolutely in your best interest to tell us the truth. What are we going to find on that computer?
You'll find lots of pictures of my travels. I used to travel a lot, which is why I said sort of. I'm from New Hampshire, because the last 3 years I was either living on cruise ships or in a tour bus. So yeah, lots of pictures.
Are any of those pictures going to be pictures of girls that are underage? Or?
No, this character, this person, Annie, was the first person I had long conversations with. There were other ones that I saw online that I would just be like, "You're too young. You should go away." For some reason, this conversation just seemed to continue.
What made you want to talk to her, even though she was 14, and you knew that was too young? What kept you wanting to talk to her that got you to actually drive from Orlando to her house tonight?
It was never an intention. I didn't look at her and go, "Yeah, I want to do this." Conversation for me, and as it's on the transcript, will show that I tried to be nice, and it just kind of continued to be nice, but
Actually, the transcript, the intention is to come here and have sex.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna
well,
candy code
because it is in black and white. So to try to say that wasn't the intention.
Well, from the get-go, I mean, in the back of my mind, as a guy, you kind of look at any person and size them up and think, am I attracted enough or am I not?
And when you said that this is the first long relationship you've had on the computer with a young girl, but you've had other short ones?
Other ones were like maybe 3 minutes high. One particular one recently, I remember, she said she went to Japan, so I studied Japanese for a little while, so I asked her what she knew in Japanese. That was the longest thing, but none of it was ever like that.
So did you find yourself having desires for young girls and just kind of testing the waters, and then this time you finally got your courage up?
I never even thought about it until this happened. So it wasn't like I was like testing the waters. It just, this happened and it all just snowballed.
Right. But you started out talking to young girls and then getting more and more sexual until you started talking to Annie, and then it was...
No, it was all just within that Japanese conversation I talked about was probably within the same week I met Annie.
So how many different girls that are around the age of 14 have you talked to? You may have asked this, but I was reading.
Just at all, like hello, go to bed, something like that. Just stupid comments, probably
Yes.
3.
Okay. And how long ago was the first one that you talked to?
All within the first time that I met Annie. So probably within this month.
Well, you met Annie in November, so...
We just started this month. I meant within the last 30 days.
Within the last 30 days. Did you have any type of sexual
relationship?
Chat online with these
Any
girls?
others?
Or did you send any of the other girls the
No.
pictures of your genitals? No. What made you think to send these pictures?
It wasn't like, all of a sudden I'm going to do it. We were talking about sexual content in the conversation, and it got to that point.
How did you do the pictures? How did you take them?
It was with a webcam. There weren't stills. It was a video.
Okay.
And so, what did you bring in your vehicle besides the computer?
Change of clothes.
So you were staying over?
I was going to leave early in the morning to get back to work, which I'm screwed up now, but I brought a blanket, a towel, I brought condoms, I brought
You know, the condoms are in your car now?
They were in the backpack.
Okay.
Massage oil.
Did you bring Viagra?
No.
Do you have a prescription for Viagra?
No. So the computer's in the backpack too. Books. That was all just, it was my work backpack.
And what kind of books?
It's the it's the actual curriculum that the class that I do the labs for.
Okay, and you teach at a junior college or something to
It's
that?
it's at a college, regular college, accredited college.
I'm sure they brought your vehicle here. If it's not here yet, it's going to be in the process of being here. Is there anything in the vehicle, because they've got an inventory for the vehicle, is there going to be anything like marijuana, alcohol?
No.
Because they're going to inventory it, so if it's there.
There is a toolbox of sorts. I call it my gig box or whatever. Inside there's soldering iron, screwdrivers, needles, pliers. I make cables.
Okay, but there's nothing like marijuana.
No, nothing.
Alcohol.
Nothing.
Any type of.
There's Listerine.
Well, but not like any type of liquor or anything like that, or any type of medication.
No, there's like 2 fish oil pills in my backpack that I'm just trying to lose weight.
Okay, and is the vehicle yours?
Yeah, I mean, I'm paying for it.
What year vehicle is it?
It's a 2003 Chevy. Yeah.
Did you get it in 2003?
No, I bought it when I moved down here in July. I just bought it.
And you still have a loan on it?
Yes.
Who's the loan through?
Chase.
Through Chase, okay.
And you moved here from New Hampshire in July?
Yeah.
And what did you do in New Hampshire?
I didn't. I was working on cruise ships prior to. So I've been in Alaska, Hawaii.
What were you doing on cruise ships? I mean, what was your job title?
I was an entertainment technician.
Oh, okay. You were doing the same.
Yeah, I've been doing the same
sound,
thing
all that stuff.
forever.
Okay. Do you have any questions for us?
Well, we talked about my car, and I just, for some reason, had this question come up through my head. Am I losing the car?
It's a possibility. What will be done is there'll be an evaluation made on the value of the car compared to what's owed on the car, and then a decision will be made on whether or not a forfeiture is going to be requested against the car based on the fact that it was used in the commission of a felony.
Okay.
Okay, so, but we'll be notifying you of that. If that doesn't happen, then there will be an impound administration fee.
Okay, what about the other property? Well, right now, all things that are valuable in the car, my computer.
Well, most of your property is going to be locked in your vehicle or kept in your vehicle until that's returned to you. With your permission, we're going to look at your computer, and if it's not evidence of a crime, are these pictures on your computer?
There are maybe a couple pictures that I have another person that I talked to. She's actually in Serbia. She sent me pictures that were similar in nature. I've sent her pictures. I put them in a folder that you'll find on the desktop.
How old is she?
She is 24.
And what's the name of the folder?
Milika.
Milika?
Yeah, it's the only proper name that's on the folders. Well, actually, there's a folder for Alan too. I'm sorry, you'll see it, Milika.
And so there's an air card on your computer? Is that how you access the internet from your laptop?
Is that the only computer you use, or do you have another computer at home?
It's the only computer I have at home. There's computers at work that I'll use on occasion.
And so when we look in the log of the websites that you've been to, are there going to be any websites that are going to be pornographic in nature? Okay. Any websites that are going to be pornographic with children being depicted?
No, teenagers, and usually they all say all models are 18 or older. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure.
But the website's titled Teens Having Fun or Teens something like that. Usually teen is in the title.
Yeah, what I usually do is I go through it through a web portal. I guess it's called onlymovies.com. So I don't know how it archives, but you'll see they're on there, I'm sure, in the history of it.
Okay. Well, David, I don't have any more questions for you.
I just need to let him know what his charges are.
Okay, and I'll know like how long, I guess you'll explain everything.
She's fixing to explain all of that to you right now.
Right now, you have 5 charges. Now, I don't know what they have found in the vehicle. You say there's nothing there. If there's nothing there and you have a valid driver's license, then you're not going to have any. You shouldn't have any other charges or any warrants or anything like that. But right now, the list of your charges are attempted lewd or lascivious conduct, lewd or lascivious exhibition, computer pornography, transmission of harmful material to a minor, and attempted contributing to the delinquency of a child. All of these, you're going to go to the Flyboy County Inmate Facility, and they're all going under no bond.
Okay.
Now, once you meet with the judge, which should be at first appearance within the next 24 hours, then the judge can set you a bond.
Okay.
But until you meet with the judge, then there's no bond.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is there a way I can have my watch taken off because it's affecting the?
Let me check. Your watch is like rubbing against here.
Yeah.
Well, you know, see, part of the problem is because your hands are twisted. If you keep your hands just like this,
Like that.
it's going to
That
be
does
a lot
feel
better.
better.
Okay, instead of trying to turn one way and one the other way, which
Uh-huh.
is going to put too much tension against them. Is that better?
Yeah, it's just harder to sit now, but okay.
Right, yeah, you kind of have
Yeah,
to
I'm not-
sit towards the edge of the chair. Okay, and you said you've never been married, and your family all lives in New Hampshire? Do you have family here?
No, my family all lives in New Hampshire.
Okay. Okay, well then what we're going to do is we're going to step right out here to the hallway and let you have a seat there for a little while. If you would just be patient, don't make any sudden moves
Yeah.
or anything like that. If you need to get up, stretch, just let one of the officers know, and we'll probably be able to accommodate that. Just don't do it on your own accord, okay?
Okay. Who? Here's one more question. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay.
Who, from anybody I'm related to, or my roommate, my work, who's informed of what is happening to me? Is it something that?
We won't be making any phone calls to like your family or anything. We ask those questions to make sure that there's not any young children
Mhm.
in your home or anything like that. Now, if somebody calls out to the jail to ask about your status, they may end up finding out what the charges are, but we won't be making any phone calls to your
Okay.
family or anything like
But
that.
how about my employer?
We won't be calling your employer either.
Okay.
Actually, we might be calling your employer. I mean, just because are there students there who are in a pre-college entry program? I know that some high schools will allow you to go to a trade school while you're in your junior and senior
Mhm.
year. Well, we need to determine if you have access to any teenage girls. So if we can determine that you don't, through your school, through your being a teacher there, then we have no reason to call. But if we find out that they do accept a pre-entry program, then we have to. We have an
Okay.
obligation to
Yeah,
do that.
I
You
understand.
understand?
Yeah, I understand.
So that just kind of depends on what we find out
Okay.
about what their acceptance is
Yeah.
for their students.
Mhm.
Okay? All right, we're going to just step right over here. Hang tight for 1 sec.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to just have just kind of swivel
Slide
around.
to the side there. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
How's that? Yeah,
That's
okay.
perfect. We're going to step right out in this hallway and just have a seat at the edge of your chair
Okay.
instead of it's all the way back, and that's going to be a lot more comfortable for your hands. First chair? Okay.
What's your name? David, my name is Ron Morgan.